And she ran off with his bandages. She ran right off. Look at the earthworm is laughing. And then she bandaged Mr. Small. He cried. He can't talk because he has bandages all over his mouth. It's difficult to say anything when you're bandaged up like that. Mr. Uppity and Mr. Clever and Mr. Bump and Mr. Small were very, very cross. What does it mean, boys and girls, to be very, very cross? That's right. Very good. Wow, you said that so quick, Mac. That's right. Cross is another word for to be mad. They were mad. Little Miss Naughty hadn't been very nice to them, had she? Very, very cross indeed. Oh, what a wonderful Sunday, giggled little Miss Naughty as she walked along. And it isn't even bedtime yet. It's been such a lovely day. I've pestered this friend and ruined his hat. I broke somebody's glasses, and I took somebody's bandages and swirled them around. Oh, and I haven't even had dinner. First thing on Monday morning, the Mr. Men had a meeting. Something has to be done, announced Mr. Uppity, who had managed to straighten out his hat. They all looked at Mr. Clever, who was wearing a spare pair of glasses. Oh, I'm glad he had a spare pair. It's so hard when you lose your glasses or you break them and you can't see. You're the cleverest, they said. What's to be done about little Miss Naughty? Boys and girls, what's to be done? What's going to help her to change her mind? And to ask for her friends' play and attention in a kind way. Mr. Clever thought. He cleared his throat and spoke. I have no idea, Mr. Clever said. I do, said Mr. Small. He piped right up. Tell us what you know, Mr. Small. I know what that naughty little lady needs, he went on. And I know who can do it, he added. What? Asked Mr. Uppity. Who? Asked Mr. Clever. Ah, chuckled Mr. Small, and went off to see a friend of his. Does anybody remember a friend who helped Miss Bossy? Yep, you got it. Way to go, see? Way to go. I remember a wizard too. I wonder if Wilfred Wizard is going to be in this book. A friend of his. Somebody who could do impossible things. I wonder who that could be. That Monday, Mr. Nosy was asleep under a tree. Little Miss Naughty crept towards him with a pot of paint in one hand, a paintbrush in the other, and a rather large grin on her face. We know that usually means something that happens next isn't pleasant for the person that it happens to. She was gonna paint his head and the end of his nose. She's gonna paint it red. Oh, Miss Naughty. But what? Just as she was about to do the dreadful deed, something happened. Tweak! Somebody tweaked her nose. Somebody invisible. Invisible? Oh, honey, that means you can't see. The thing that It's like the air we breathe is invisible. We're all breathing, but we can't see it. Unable to be seen by the human eye. Somebody invisible, I wonder who? Who do you think? Ouch, cried little Miss Naughty. And dropping the paint and paintbrush, she ran away as fast as her legs would carry her. Because she's getting tweaked and chased and pinched by someone invisible. On Tuesday, Mr. Busy was rushing along as usual. Little Miss Naughty, standing by the side of the road, stuck out her foot. She was going to trip him. She was going to put her foot out so when he came walking by, he'd fall. Which is, I mean, somebody could really get hurt. That's not a good choice. She was going to trip him up for sure, head over heels, and heels over head. But, oh, another but. But just before she did, something happened. Tweak! That invisible nose tweak. Her nose is going tweak, tweak, tweak. Somebody's nose a tweak. Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And Mama gave my nose a tweak and told me I was, tweak. The invisible nose tweaker had struck again, and it hurt. And ouch, cried little Miss Naughty, and she ran away faster than her little legs had ever run before, as fast as her little legs would carry her. Look at her go. She is moving. On Wednesday, Mr. Happy was at home watching television. Outside, little Miss Naughty picked up a stone. She was going to break his window. Oh, now that's just, hello? Can we please make a different kind of choice? That isn't a good choice, little Miss Naughty. But just as she brought her arm back to throw that rock, that's right, tweak! Tweak! The invisible nose tweak! Ouch! Cried little Miss Naughty as she ran off, holding her nose. Who's that tweaking at her nose? Who's the invisible tweak? And so it went on all day Thursday. Tweak! All day Friday. Tweak, tweak! All day Saturday. Tweak, 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 tweak! But by Sunday, she was cured. Little Miss Naughty had zero appetite to be naughty at all. All thanks to the invisible nose tweaker. Why did getting her nose tweaked help her decide she wanted to be a kinder friend? Tell me all about it, baby. That's absolutely right. It wasn't that it hurt. It wasn't that it was her nose instead of her chin getting tweaked. It was that she had the experience of something she didn't want to happen to her over and over. And she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That's what I've been doing to you, my dear friends. And she was cured. No more naughty from Miss Naughty. On Sunday evening, Mr. Small went round to see him. Hello, Mr. Impossible. Thank you for helping to cure little Miss Naughty. My pleasure, laughed Mr. Impossible. So it wasn't Wilfred the Wizard. It's a totally different person. We met somebody brand new. Mr. Impossible, right? It was my pleasure, but it did take all week. Mr. Small grinned. Don't you mean all tweak? Do you know why that's funny? Tweak, nose a tweak, is a word that rhymes with week. It took all week. Nose a tweak. Did you like that book? So, I think we can agree that It is best in friendship to be gentle and kind and encouraging and ask people what they think, not tell people what to do, and to look for ways to be nice, not to look for ways to make your friends unhappy, right? Namaste. Good stuff. Our hands say thank you with a clap, 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 and our feeties say thank you with a stamp, stamp, stamp. Clap, clap, clap. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Story time's over, and that, my friends, is that, my friends, is that, my friends, is that. See you soon. I hope you enjoyed Book Circle. Namaste.